Hello friends, welcome to Insights Encyclopedia. Today in this lecture we are going to discuss chapter number 7 from class 6 NCERT History. So the chapter name is New Question and Ideas. So this is a very long chapter. It has very importance in relevance with the paper preference of your UPSC. So in this chapter we are going to deal with Buddhism and Jainism in detail. So in the part of the art and culture and also in the ancient history, the important part is Buddhism and Jainism. You have to see many more, at least one question in prelims from the Buddhism and Jainism alternatively. So now begin with the chapter. So here is the story of Anghan's school trip. So this was the first time when Anagha was going on a school trip. They boarded the train from Pune in Maharashtra to the Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. So her mother, who came to see her off at the station, told the teacher, "Do tell the children about the Buddha and take them to see Sarnath as well." So Anagha mother is worried about the knowledge that her child is going. So he came with an idea that please tell him the story of the Buddha and also take her to visit the Sarnath as well. So this is the and whole chapter which runs around the Buddhism and Jainism and also the Vedas and Upanishad of Hindu culture. So we are going to discuss this in a more detail, and so now it's going to be a little longer lecture than all the others you are going through. So the story of Buddha. So the childhood name of the Buddha is Siddharth. So Siddharth later came to be Buddha and the founder of the Buddhism. Was born about 2500 years ago. So this is a time of rapid change in lives of people. In chapter 6, you see the Mahajanpadas growing and more powerful, new cities developing. So the changes are happening in the village and the village in towns also. So the Buddha belonged to a small Gana known as Sakai Gana was a Kshatriya. So you also in previous chapter you we discussed about Gana and Sangha. So Buddha belonged to a Sakai Gana and he's a by racism he's a Kshatriya. So to find his own path of realization and meditate for days on an end under a people tree at Bodh Gaya in Bihar. So Buddha began to meditate under people tree at Bodh Gaya, and later the tree is also came to known as the Bodh Gaya tree, where he attained enlightenment. After that, he was known as the Buddha or the Wise One. He then went to Sarnath near Varanasi, where he taught for the first time. So in Varanasi, he gave her first sermon, first preaching at Varanasi, and the last teaching people till he passed away at Kusinara. So the in Kusinara he died. Buddha taught about the life or the suffering and unhappiness. So we are not satisfied. We want even more what we get. And so for this, the Buddha described this as a thirst or tanha. These are the words of the Buddha. The stupa at Sarnath, this building known as the stupa, was built to mark the place where the Buddha first taught his message. So this is the Sarnath stupa. He also taught people to be kind and to respect the lives of the other, including animals. He believed that the result of our action called karma, whether good or bad, affect us both in life and the next. The Buddha taught in the language of the ordinary people, that is Prakritik. So don't be confused between the Prakritik and Pali. Prakritik is an umbrella under which Pali comes. So Pali is a language that comes under the Prakritik. He also encouraged people to think of themselves rather than to simply accept what he said. So don't be accept from the other what they are saying. Think yourself about that particular question. So the story of Kisa Gautami. So here is a famous story of Kisa Gautami. So the story is that the Kisa Gautami is a woman who lost her child life. So he someone and he's crying a lot, and then someone suggests him to go and meet to Buddha, and she came to Buddha and asked her about her life, her child life to bring him back. Then Buddha simply said that bring me a handful of mustard seed. And one condition is there that the mustard seed is bring from a home, from a house where no one death, none of the death happened in previously. So Kisa Gautami, who is in the greed of her child life, she went door to door and asked everyone for a handful of mustard, and the condition he realized that the no nothing, no one dead in the family or in house. So later she found that there is not a single home where death cannot be happen. Someone lost his father, brother, sister, husband, wife, uncle, aunt, grandfather, grandmother. So the conclusion of the story is that one day we have to lost our life. So whether it's in early age or in later age, what we have to die. So after that, the Kisa Gautami understand the fact, uh, and she get confessed with this idea that the death is a truth. So now we come to an Upanishad. So what are Upanishad? So in Upanishad there is a two main terms, that is Atman and Brahman. So in Hindi Atma or Brahman. So the Atma and Brahman are considered ultimately soul, universal soul. They believed that both Atma and Brahma were one. So we believed in Upanishad that Atma and Brahma is one. Atma is a part of Brahma which is separated. So Upanishad literally means is approaching and sitting near. We are approach or sit too near. So in Upanishad we said that Brahman were the majorly thinkers who developed the Upanishad. But we also see some exceptions like the Gargi, a famous Bowman thinker, and also a poor pupil named Satyakama Jabala, who's named after his mother's slave woman Jabali. So Jabala is a poor person, and he had the keen to discuss or to know about the Upanishad. So then the Gautam Rishi, Gautam became her teacher, and he taught her. And Upanishads were later developed by a famous thinker known as Shankaracharya. So we read about the Shankaracharya in class 7. So for now we discuss then in class 7. One more interesting thing is the six school of Indian philosophy. So in Indian philosophy we have majorly six school which are Vaisheshika, Nyaya, Samakya, Yoga, पूर्व मीमांसा and Vedanta or Uttar Mimamsa. So these are the six system of philosophy and developed by famous sages who are the six also. So they are the Konda. So Visheshika developed by or written by Kondava, Nyaya by Gautama, and Samakya by Kapila Rishi, and Yoga by Patanjali, Purva Mimamsa by Jaimini, and Vedanta or Uttara Mimamsa by Vyasa. So we also get to know about more from the German-born British ideologist Friedrich Max Muller has observed these six systems of philosophy were developed over many generations with contribution made by individual thinkers. This is the story of the wise beggar. So you read this story by yourself. This is not very famous, but okay, I will do. So here, this is a dialogue based from the Upanishad. that is Chandogaya. So in that what happened that two sages, Sanuka and Abhipratam, were two sages and they having a meal and sat down to eat. A beggar came and asked to spare something, but Sanuka said, "No, no, we are not uh, in mood to share with you." So then the beggar asked the universal soul, what is universal soul? So it means that the universal soul filled the entire world. So the second sage, Abhipratna replied that. So then beggar said, "Yo, yes, that's if the universal soul filled the whole world, it filled me too. Who am I? Am I what a part of the world?" So the beggar saying this. So you speak the truth, O young Brahman. Then they realize that if the universal soul fills everything, then the beggar should also have the full belly. But he didn't have the full belly, so that means if they are denying to give the food to them, then they also denying to universal soul. So then they realize their mistake and then they share their food with him. So that is the story. And the one more fact is about Panini the grammarian. So Panini was the first who prepared a grammar for Sanskrit, and he arranged in a formatical method, and around 3,000 formula he generated for the grammar correction, how to write. Now we came on Jainism. So Jainism is a way more previous than the Buddhism. Buddhism is around 6th century BC, but the Jainism flourishing from the ancient time. And the in 6th century, the last 24th Tirthankara was Jainism was Vardhamana Mahavira, and who was very famous. So the Jainism is on peak, you say, in 2500 years ago. So from where the Mahavira belong, he was a Kshatriya prince of Licchavis. Licchavis, a group that was a part of Vajji Sangha. So he had a relation with the Vajji Sangha. So in Jainism, he at the age of 30, he left his home and went to live in forest. After 12 and a half years, he of hard and lonely life. At the end, he attained enlightenment. So after the enlightenment, they preaching and men and women who wish to know the truth must leave their home. So that was the famous thought. They must follow very strictly rules like ahimsa, which means not hurting or killing animal, a living being. All beings said Mahavira long to live. To all the things life is dear. And he also gave his teaching in Prakritic language, spoken in Magadha, was known as Magadhi. So if the Prakritic in a Magadh area known as Magadhi, so it's a Prakritic plus regional language. So and the Mahavira also focus on the uh, observation of the celibacy. It's celibacy no have. So it's celibacy in simple word. So what is the meaning of Jana? The word Jana comes from the term Jina meaning conqueror. So Jina means conqueror who conquer everything. Was known as Jina. Now the Sangha. What are Sangha? So Sangha means rules of the Buddhist but written in Vinayak Pitaka. So a rule book of Buddhist Sangha was written and known as Vinayak Pitaka. So that was the Sangha. And Sangha means they arrange themselves to stay together in a Sangha or in a group in association of those who left their homes. So they formed a Sangha. Like in Kumbh Mela, you see the Aghoris, so they live in Sangha. That was Sangha. They meditate for most of the time, Sangha people, and went to cities and villages to beg for food during fixed hour. So they begged for their food, and they were known as um, bhikkhuchu. Bhikkhuj. The Prakritic word for renown means beggar, and for ladies it's bhikkhunij. So now the term is monastery. What is monastery? So they are the artificial shelters that were built by the supporter of the Buddhism or Jainism for a temporary period. So they are known as monastery where they live in the rainy season or in the to protect them from the heat waves or the cold waves of the winter. And they are also known as Bihars. So the most important thing is the Buddhist text, a quotation from the Buddhist text that was saying that the the water of river lose their name when they are separated and flow into a mighty ocean. So on the same hand, there so the Varna or rank of a family was forgotten by the followers of Buddha after joining the order of the monks. So if we are becoming monks, then the rule of the Varna and rank that we have developed in our mind that we are of high rank and lower rank. These are the lower rank. Our Varna is highest and they are lower one. So all these things should have the no meaning after becoming a monk. Nevertheless, and also the system of ashrams also important in life. We had four ashrams that was brahmacharya, girhast, vanprasth and samanas. These are the four asanas. And brahman, kshatriya and vaishya were the three varnas that follow the ashrama's rules, and the Sudra was expected from that rules. So brahmacharya, in which we have to follow doing our whole study work, and in guest we are getting a married life, and in banprasth we are deciding to go in a forest, and in samanas at the last stage we are meditating. So then these are the simple that study of Vedas during earlier life called brahmacharya, marry life, household guest, and live in forest and meditate vanprasth, and finally they had to give up everything and become samayanas since. So here the one catch is that generally women were not allowed to study the Vedas and had to follow the ashramas chosen by their husbands. So women has no right to choose the ashramas. That are they had to follow what their husband had chosen. And in elsewhere we have a fact about the Iran. Zoroaster was an Iranian prophet about the Zoroastrian culture or the Zoroastrian religion. So his teaching was contained in a book called Avesta, and the language of Avesta practice described is very similar to those of the Vedas. So it's a similar book like Vedas, and the basic teachings of the Zoroaster contain the maximum of the good thoughts, good words, and good deeds are the main thoughts of that religion. Here in a verse from the Gender Avesta. Lord grant strength and the rule of truth and good thinking by means of which one shall create peace and tranquility. So that is the verse from the book known as Avesta. For more than a thousand years, Zoroastrianism was a major religion in Iran. Later, some Zoroastrian migrated from Iran and settled down in the coastal town of the Gujarat and Maharashtra, and the ancestors of today's Parsis. So the Zoroastrians are the Parsis now. The keywords of this chapter is very important, and these two are the Tanha. Tanha is a stage when we have to separate us from the grief and the sorrow or the materialistic things of the life. Prakritik is a language. Upanishads are the religious text of Hinduism, or the Atman is Atma and Brahman is Brahma. So the relation between Atma and Brahma, that they are the one thing. Ahimsa we have to follow. Ahimsa, not kill any animals. Jana means the conqueror, and Sangha means a group of the people. Bhikshu means a person or the woman that were going for a fixed period of time to the village for begging for the food. Bihara are the settlements where people live, and monasteries, the other name of the Bihara monastery, and ashrama was the last stage of the life. And the important dates from this chapter is Upanishadic thinkers, the Jain teacher Mahavira and Buddha is around 200, 2500 years ago. They were living on earth. Writing down of the Jain text about 1500 years ago. So the writing of the Jainism are later. So thanks for watching this video, and this going to be a long lecture, but you have to listen this properly and also go through the textbook, and the links for this PDF I am going to pin it in the comment section or in the chat section also. So keep following for such more engaging videos, and I hope this helps you a lot. So thanks for watching this video.